Operation between the SAPS and Metro Police is underway in the Johannesburg CBD. They're raiding formal and informal traders. Now, last week, an angry mob overpowered police during a similar operation. Officers are checking traders' permits, confiscating counterfeit goods, they say, and verifying migrant documentation. Our reporter Niklaus Bauer is in the CBD. He joins us now live. Niklaus, certainly not the first time we've seen this type of joint operation between police and Metro Police. Take us through what's unfolding there.
Well, you join us from an operation that is a dual operation, Michelle. And what we see now is JMPD and SAPS officers leading away counterfeit goods that they've discovered within malls in and around Small Street, Pritchard and Jeppe. There's a couple of tons, by the look of it, of stuff that has been confiscated based on the fact that they're not the actual goods that they claim to be. Brands like Nike, Reebok, Vans, you name it, it is for sale here. And there's also, alongside these officers, brand experts verifying exactly what is being sold and whether or not it is indeed what it purports to be. I've lost communication with Johannesburg, but stick with us for a moment. We've got Sergeant Tess Adams here, who's part of the JMPD. Maybe fill in the blanks for us here. Why this operation today?
Morning, Nicholas. Basically, JMPD and SAPS has decided to do this operation. It's in connection with counterfeit goods. JMPD is here to enforce it and to ensure, to see what is happening. And to our surprise, a normal shop that just looks like shelves from the front, but when we actually dug deeper, we actually came to the back of the shop where there is a solid hole. We had to break through the solid hole actually to come to the back and find a lot of counterfeit goods. So when we usually do these operations, we will think that we're just impounding the things from what we see on the shelves. But to our surprise today, we actually saw something much bigger. That there's a lot of counterfeit goods that is stored within these buildings.
And these traders that are selling counterfeit goods, are they going to be arrested? I mean, what are the excuses that you're encountering from the traders when you bring this to their attention that their goods counterfeit?
Yes, Nick. Due to the fact that we have experts here today to actually check out these goods, whether it's fake, they will give us advice in terms of how do we go about it to arrest these people and to ensure that we don't have any fake goods on our shelves.
And you've also initiated a crackdown on checking for documentation of migrants that are in the CBD. You've already made 10 arrests. Some people may accuse you of being xenophobic for doing so.
No, I don't think so, Nick, because at the end of the day, every month we're having a media conference where we're actually showing back to the citizens of Johannesburg what is JMPD actually doing. And basically at the end of the day, that is one of our target points, that we're looking at undocumented persons within the city of Johannesburg. And that is why we've started this operation, to ensure that everybody who is in Johannesburg are legal. And we're checking their documents, so if not, they will be detained and taken to Joburg Central, where Joburg Central will investigate it, whether to check whether they are legal here or not.
And last but not least, what's going to happen to this, the goods that are being confiscated? I mean, the allegation is that sometimes officials that confiscate these goods end up confiscating them for their own personal reasons.
Yeah, no, Nick. Definitely we're going to confiscate it. We've got a pound at the corners of Lovedale Village, which is Wema Complex. We will take these goods there and it will be held there up until further investigations.
Okay, and if it's proved that maybe some of these goods are verified?
If it is verified, we will then do the necessary with it, confiscate it, and then do the necessary according to what our brand people will advise us to do. Usually when we do confiscate things, it gets taken to the pound. A fine will be then issued. If you are in a position to pay the fine, then we give your goods back to you.
Okay. So it's all about checking whether or not the traders that are here in around the Small Street Mall area are able and are allowed legally to sell these goods, and about whether or not they are indeed the goods that they purport to be. As I mentioned, Michelle, several tons of stuff, it looks like, has already been confiscated, ranging from shoes, weaves, clothing, you name it, it's here. Brand experts yet to verify whether or not this is goods, Puma, looks like Puma football boots, looks like. So a dual operation between SAPS and JMPD on the streets of Johannesburg. We'll hopefully be able to bring you an update from outside. We're in one of these malls here. The heat quite stifling. But the JMPD and SAPS have ensured that the streets of Johannesburg, in and around Small Street Mall and surrounding areas, I'd say for about a 5-block radius, are complete lockdown today. Michelle.
All right, well, thanks very much for that update. Our reporter Niklaus Bauer live to us there from the... well, what looks like a small warehouse in the CBD, that dual operation between the JMPD and the police in Johannesburg as they try to crack down on counterfeit goods.